Hey everybody, back at her after a long day of travel yesterday. I've touched down in San Francisco, so I'm coming to you from my hotel room, alright? So as always, I've got all your Juve news wrapped up today into a nice little recap video, alright? So we're going to talk about the potential targets list, where they stand as far as Lukaku and Kessie go, the latest reports on Federico Chiesa and Fagioli heading out on the US tour. As always, this is the AJC. I'm Alberto. Let's rock, okay? So let's kick things off with Villar Perosa. Sadly, this season, after 50 years of tradition, it is going to be canceled, and the only times it was canceled previously was a few years back because of COVID. But there are complications with some family members and whatnot that are going to actually stop this game from happening this year, and it's sad that it has to be stopped in the centenary celebratory season of the Agnelli family ownership, but this is what's going down nonetheless. So this game, it was always a nice tradition and send-off and great moment for fans to connect with the team and players before we go out and tackle the season, but will not go down this season. Some also see it as a little bit more of an indication that Juventus is getting down to business this year. Hey, one way or another, let's hope that they mean business this year come Serie A season start, okay? But now we're going to get to target lists, okay? So Lukaku, the latest on him, not seen as a major move we have to do, okay? Not seen as a priority by management. Max Allegri pressing apparently for Lukaku's arrival, but management not seeing eye to eye on that one, okay? So right now, Lukaku, where it stands, is apparently I'm hearing that he is starting to lean more towards the Saudi Arabia offer, but there are also rumblings about him trying to reconnect with Inter, all right? So right now, this thing could have all along been a ploy from Juventus to make life difficult for Inter, okay? But as far as he stands, right now, not a priority for Juventus, only seen as a fallback plan by management, and Allegri does not see him as a fallback plan. So that's kind of where everything sits. The latest we heard from Giuntoli was they are betting on Vlahovic and Chiesa a lot this season, okay? So there you have it. That does not change anything, that if big offers would come in, they would definitely consider them, and I think everybody on the roster is in play, okay? As far as another target, Morata was linked with Juventus and whatnot. The reports yesterday about should Chiesa leave, Morata is seen as a replacement, and a lot of fans got fired up about this, thinking that they're essentially saying we're going to move Chiesa to bring in Morata. That is not the case. Just Morata is listed as one of the forward options should we make a change up there, but they are in no means going to sell Chiesa to bring in Morata, okay? Not going to happen, okay? So don't worry about that one. Kessie, the latest on Kessie is that while the two clubs, Barcelona and Juventus, are here in San Francisco, they're going to be meeting to see if a loan with option to purchase is something that can happen. But the latest reports out of Kessie's camp say that he does not want to head back to Serie A, and the player actually wants to go to the Premier League. So that might take us out of the running anyways. We'll have to just follow that one. I still can't make sense of that particular profile in our midfield when you have Paul Pogba that still has no known return date. Get Pogba insurance in a profile for a midfielder. That is my opinion, all right? But here we are. Now, in terms of another player we have been linked with, Lindstrom, okay? So he apparently likes Juventus, but Mirko Di Natalia said he is not a hot name to follow, okay, on any type of track. Artur Melo, the deal is finally completed with Fiorentina, okay? So 3 to 4 million euro loan for 1 year, 20 million euro option to purchase. We all doubt that the option is going to be taken, but hey, you never know, and we can always pray, okay? But the deal is done. He is set to undergo his medicals on Friday, okay? Very small piece of business, and Juve still has a lot of business to do. Remember that it was always said Juve was going to try to sell around 100 million euros in sales, and we are nowhere close to that, okay? So still think that there are going to be some pushes on business coming soon, but we'll have to wait and see. Now, couple of good, solid reports. That stuff you love to hear. Federico Chiesa, the latest reports out of him in camp are that he is just lighting it up. Looks great as far as condition goes, and tactically doing very, very well, according to Gianluca Di Marzio, in that second striker role and flooding the channels and looking very, very impressive. This is what we want to hear, okay? Fagioli is set to join the team on the U.S. tour. Not expected to get a lot of minutes, but he is going to be with the club on the U.S. tour. That wraps up today's daily updates video. Hope you enjoyed it. Sorry that I couldn't provide one yesterday. Hope you enjoyed this one. You guys know the drill. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. All right, this is the AJC, where it's all Juve all the time, and I hope to bring you some great content while I'm here in San Francisco. But today, I'm going to check out The Rock.